Yo, I hope I don't mess up the intro. Damn. Hey everyone, my name is Mochi. Welcome back to some Divinity Original Sin. Last episode was great. We had 3 entire combat encounters that went well, without anybody dying, without having to reload. Kind of miraculous, honestly, after my track record, but I feel like maybe I have a little bit of a better understanding of how to approach this game. I also feel like maybe I'm a little bit over leveled, if we're being honest, but you know, that's okay. I think sometimes you have to be a little bit over leveled when you're playing games on tactician difficulty. I see a chest over there. It's suspiciously quiet. Or maybe I'm just paranoid. I see something like this and I'm like, I'm about to get jumped, aren't I? Let's stay out of the water just in case is what's gonna happen. Oh, you hear that moaning? I'm not getting any closer. Oh, Legionaries. We found some alive Legionaries. That's a nice little change. What's going on? Oh, thank the 7, Lucia. It's the Source Hunter. We're not gonna die on this haunted cliff after all. Who's dying? We're just resting up. The calm before the storm. Those ghosties at the lighthouse won't know what hit them. There's ghosts at the lighthouse. There's certainly something fishy happening. The light shines sure as the tides, though that's not been an attendant there for nearly 2 decades. Our platoon made a pact with Selena. We checked the lighthouse, and if we make it back, we'd get a ticket home. What Selena failed to mention was that it wasn't just the ghosts at the lighthouse we had to worry about. It was every savage skeleton on the way there and back too. When we started, we were 7. Now, Lucia and I are the last alive. Survival of the fittest, I say. We're just here marshalling our strength before hauling into that lighthouse with our swords blazing. Is Lucia the name of the daughter of the person we spoke to in the cemetery? I think it is, but I'll have to double check. Ha, marshalling our strength? Indeed. To be honest, we've been shaking like Why am I forgetting how to say Chihuahuas? Praying for a way out of this mess, and it seems the 7 has sent you. Malleus, your dignity is in a puddle at your feet. As for me, an honorable soldier and servant of Rivellon, I'm not afraid to ask nicely. What do you say, Source Hunter? Will you check out the lighthouse in the name of your comrade in arms? If Selena sees the place is cleared, we'll be on the next ship to Sicile and back to our families. We'll go to the lighthouse and straighten matters out, yes? Let us know what you find. I mean, yeah, I think we can. Now, I wonder real quick. Is it this? No. We definitely talked to someone in the graveyard who told us that their sister or daughter or someone close to them was out adventuring, but maybe it wasn't a legionnaire. See if we can pick this lock. Ooh, what was that? Did you see that? Oh, Mochi got a lucky find because Mochi has. Sorry, I'm gonna move this for a sec. Lucky charm. Interesting. Wow, that's an amazing skill. Maybe I need to invest more in that, and I gotta make sure that Mochi's the one opening everything. Alright, bear daughter. What do we find? Fireman's old cloth shoes of earth resistance. So it gives you some fire resistance and earth resistance. It's an 11 armor rating. What do we have here? We already kind of have that. Maybe Mochi could use that? Ooh, but this was what gives us our lucky charm. And Jahan's boots are 17, huh? Interesting. I mean, not exactly sure what to do with those, but can't hurt to have them, right? Wait a sec. Yeah, here we are. Let's see the staff. If Jahan gets a better weapon, that could be good. However, I do like that this is fire aspected. I feel like that combos well While an earth aspected weapon that does less damage. Wait, why are these so bad? Oh, this is a chance to set a knockdown and it allows you to cast Wolf. Ooh, however, it says there's only 3 usages of Wolf. That's interesting. I can see how that gets you out of a pickle, but I kind of like that he has a fire aspected staff. I'm going to think on that a little bit. Now, I'm assuming the lighthouse... Yeah, this kind of looks like it's the lighthouse. Are we ready to tackle the lighthouse? Well, there's also this lower section. Well, okay. We're going to tackle the lighthouse just because we're here. But hopefully it's not too difficult. That being said, I feel like, people want to see me progress the story. They don't want to see me just roaming around, farming random interactions, hoping that I can, like, overlevel the story, right? I don't know if that's what you have to do in Tactician. Alright. I'm shocked that there's this much empty space, you know what I mean? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Actually, sorry, there's a Stardust herb down there. We're probably going to need that for crafting. Yeah, surprisingly quiet down here. Sturdy wooden chest key. I wonder if that is the key that we would have needed for that chest that we lockpicked. There's also some earth tongue mushroom. No, Jahan, maybe you should pick these up. Right. Well, I guess we're heading to the lighthouse. Apparently it's haunted. They said there's ghosts. I wonder... God, I hope it's not like Dark Souls and that we don't need like a special item to fight the ghosts. But I feel like that's uncommon in video games. They wouldn't do that to us, right? Alright, here we go. See some dead Legionnaires. I see some dead skeletons. You know, they put up a valiant effort, maybe? I wonder if I can get a little bit of intel on what's going on here. Ooh, there's like a magical lock. There's a book. I love books. Chest. We might need something to get in there. Actually, I think I might have something for that we stole from Arhu. Some kind of scroll? Magical unlock? Do you think that would do it, or do you think that's just for regular doors? I guess we'll find out. Why am I so nervous? God, you're gonna need that for crafting. I think I'm nervous because it just looks bad out here. The dead Legionnaire. I mean, this would be a great place to funnel some enemies. I almost wonder if it's better to send Mochi as a scout. Now, I know I still have these skills that I haven't chosen. But even if I did invest something into... like Aerothurge or Geomancer, it's not like that gives us any advantage right now. We still have to go and get those skill books and learn. But before we get too into the story, we should definitely do that. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to take advantage of the sneak ability. Have Mochi come in and do a little reconnaissance. Worst comes to worst, if we get caught... Oh! There you go. Oh, what the hell is this? A level 5, the ghoul that guards the lighthouse. It's actually weak to piercing, but it's very strong against earth. Weak against air, strong against fire. This is a lot of enemies. Most of them level 4. Now, we've seen that the level 4 enemies are not too bad. This guy's gonna be horrendous. I can tell you that much. Elemental immunity. Immune to being frozen, burned, stunned, poisoned, or petrified. Well, that's also gonna make it harder now. God, this is a scary thing. He also has a special border around his name. I guess this is kind of like a boss. Alright. Well, what can we do? I mean, to kill this guy, without being able to CC him at all, we're gonna need Mochi. And we got some oil barrels over here. Now it says that the undead dogs have really low sightline. Anything back here? Can I move these barrels? Oh god. Look, I'm potentially doing something very stupid here. Yeah, wait. I can see their sightline is huge. I don't have enough strength to do that. Wait, what is this? Magic ward. Wait, level 5. A magic ward. Do you think this magic ward, elemental immunity, is what is giving this guy elemental immunity, and that if we destroy this magic ward, we'll be able to target this guy properly? If so, alright, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I am thinking. We are going to send Mochi. We can't send Mochi back here. Alright. I mean, Mochi can go invisible. I think Mochi goes on a side quest to destroy this magic ward while we target all of these guys. Hopefully a dude that big is slow. I wonder if I can pop my invisibility now. How long? 5 turns. Oh. Sneaking failed. I'm invisible. Alright. So he's buffed all of his allies. Now, I should be fine to make my way to that ward. I have 5 turns of invisibility. What's... Oh, no. I wanted Dango to get into this fight, I think. Now, I think Jahan might be able to get an attack in on this oil barrel. Oh, God. No. I did the same mistake. I clicked attack. You can't do that. You have to fucking... Sorry. I didn't mean to use an expletive. I get frustrated because you think that, you know, he would attack with his ranged attack, being a caster and all. This might have gotten us killed. Luckily, we're standing in water. I almost wonder if I reload that. We'll see how this goes, but I feel like this was a terrible start. Alright. I'm gonna do this. I think the steam actually kind of protects us a little bit from ranged attacks. I don't hate standing right here. This guy exploding might actually be huge. Now, I know his fuse is off. Never mind. He is, Oh! Did you teleport? You have 3 attacks. You have 4 attacks. Oh, and he's back. Okay. Well, I kind of want to do this, right? Like, that's a lot of bang for my buck. I think I have to do that. Jahan, you really need to heal yourself. I also have these potions, right? How much AP does it take? Heals 20%. That's not really that great, honestly. Is this guy a zombie? Not a zombie. We also have a bunch of wolves coming. And I'm sure that they have decent movement speed. Not a ton I can do about that, huh? Let's heal yourself. Let's hit this oil barrel. And maybe that will make it harder for the wolves to get to us. Incredible. Incredible. And let's back up just a little bit. Please kill this dog. Please kill this dog. Never mind. It's not burning anymore. It's only burning when it moves through the thing or at the start of its turn. Alright, let's... what does the weaken status do again? Lowers the damage and strength. Now, I don't think that really matters. Here's the problem, though. When I reveal myself, I'm going to have enemies, but... I think I have to do that. Yeah, this was my fear. Never mind. They're still focused on me, and that's great. They're also gathered up here. I wonder... Oh, it'd be nice if Mochi could throw something, huh? I'm safe. So we're gonna do... I'm gonna hack away at this dog. Wait, what the hell is that, man? The camera jumped? Like the camera moved, I think? And it made me move one spot? I don't know, man. What is this? There's a lot of things I'm not used to with this game. And if I sound frustrated, I'm not really frustrated at the game per se. It's just a little confusing. Now, if I hit this guy with a fire arrow, will it create a larger fire surface? And will this ricochet? What's the range of the ricochet? So I don't want to hit this guy. I'd rather hit this guy and hope that it bounces. Yeah, like that. That's exactly what I wanted. We might as well... I think we're in a situation that warrants the use of some of our special weapons. So this archer, for example, I'd like to maybe knock him down. Is this guy... This guy's also an archer, but maybe he doesn't have the range. There's also a lot of smoke. That will keep that guy occupied. Now, Jahan, I think you can kill this lupine horror pretty easily. And can you hit something with your shocking touch? Not really. I guess, you know, in a way, this smoke is protecting us. So we're actually in a great position. Alright, let's see if my theory was correct. It was. So we have actually now exposed this guy, and he'll be able to be stunned. God, I'm so incredible. Let's pop this haste. We might need it. Wow, so this amount of smoke, I'm not sure if it comes... I think, you know, I had one of my subscribers explain this all to me. But is it when you have oil and fire it creates smoke, or will any fire create smoke? Because the smoke has been huge for us. I also feel comfortable doing this. Yeah. Great. Is he just summoning ads? It looks like it. He's summoning lupine horrors. They're not terrible to deal with. And I think out of the two, I'd rather kill the lupine horror. Yeah, actually... Sorry, why am I shooting at the skeleton who's strong against piercing damage when I can light this guy up? What was that? Did I miss? Or is it... Oh, he's in water. Is this gonna... Oh, wait a sec. Is this gonna electrocute the surface for us all? Ooh, I wish I remembered. Yeah. Yep. That's okay. Now, Mochi, you're kind of in an awkward position. I don't want you to necessarily solo this boss, but perhaps you can do something useful here with a grenade. Like an oil flask would ignite this guy, right? Even in the rain? How much AP does it cost to throw an oil flask? Costs 3. So I can move... Let's stay away from that barrel. Move over here. Oh, that was really stupid of me. A lot to learn. That's okay. If I do this, that should explode him, right? Burning failed. Okay. You know what? We have the AP. I can't really get to this guy. Oh, man. A lot of misses. I'm not used to that. Now, he's oiled, right? feel like bleeding could be good on this guy. It's a big grenade. I can't really hit anything else though. Man, I can't. I stupidly set the area on fire, so now I can't really melee him. So what other options do I have? This guy's probably resistant to piercing damage, or was he weak to piercing damage? He's actually weak to piercing damage. I don't know if this is wasting a resource that I'm going to need later, but I'm interested. He's immune to bleeding. Was there a way I could have known that? Maybe if I had the Lore Master ability? I mean, I kind of... is there a safe spot I can go to here? Is this safe? Back here? I'm gonna wait one turn. It's not like I have the AP to attack him anyways. Now, I was reflecting damage to him. How was I doing that? Or maybe... I don't know why he died, if I'm being honest. Do I have anything that gives me, like, thorns? Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, I do. Sorry. Sorry, I do. We got 3 lupine horrors. That's a lot. I'm also bleeding. I might want to heal myself. This guy is stunned. This guy's burning. This guy's normal. Let's heal ourselves. We're pretty low on health. And we're going to reflect some of that damage. Now I'm poisoned as well. Poison failed. Okay, here we go. Mochi was killed almost instantly. Can't help but feel like this, you know, this could have been better if I didn't mess up with Jahan at the start, but it's not going the worst. Not going the worst, so we're gonna hack away. See, that bothers me. I just attacked and then my camera moved, which is how I misclicked earlier. It kind of like tricked me. Now he's burning, and actually he's taking a lot of damage. So, Bear Daughter. We have now. Is he going to be like immune to knockdown? Because he's a boss. Great question. I feel like he's not immune to being stunned. Well, let's try that. He is stunned, and we recovered the arrow. That's huge. Sorry, I meant to click this. Oh, my hotkeys have been reset. I switched my hotkey to E. But maybe it didn't save? Who knows? So because people are wet, they're not really catching on fire easily. Makes sense. Because I'm standing in water, anything I do to this dog is going to happen to me. The dog doesn't have opportunity attacks. It actually has zombie. Wait a sec. I could have been hitting it with the heal. Though, let's be realistic. I'm probably going to need the heal for Dango. Keep him alive. In fact, Bear Daughter might have wanted to... try... This will probably shock Bear Daughter again. Is that okay? Or do we try to get this guy? I mean, Mochi has swings at this guy. Let's... And this ghoul is basically taken care of. If I freeze this, maybe that will protect Bear Daughter from being frozen. And then Mochi can focus on this guy on his turn. That's my thought. Or Mochi can focus on this guy. Oh yeah, let's... I'm gonna walk through poison now. I don't really like that, but that's the only way, and I don't really have any throwables. I don't know if it was a mistake to give them all to Mochi. Alright, you're gonna tank. You're gonna cure Dango of his poisoning. And then, how much health does this guy have left? Only 46. Could outright kill him right now. What is that? I'm confused. Was that a miss, or did I just not do enough damage? No, we did. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Whoops. Let's back up a little bit. So we lost a person. We have enough resurrect potions or resurrect scrolls at the moment to not make me feel horrendous about that. So we will, instead of abusing the reload system, we will just use our resurrect scroll. Now, I'm a little bit scared to light this guy up, so why don't we just do this? I do feel like this guy's gonna explode on us. Oh, whatever. We have the health. Crazy. It's because he's in the smoke, isn't it? That makes a lot of sense. What if I did this? That should be enough to kill him. Now I am burning and poisoned, so I am going to need to move back, and I'm going to have Bear Daughter heal me again. Oh fuck, Bear Daughter. Jesus Christ. It's hard to target your own allies, because they move around when you move around. Okay, well, Mochi died. Mochi died, but Mochi died valiantly. Oh my god, can we resurrect them? It looks real bad. We also have this whole mess. Hopefully there's nothing like it's gonna prevent Mochi from being resurrected. Hopefully they're not gonna like go bad or anything like that. What is this? A legendary weapon? It's a shame. Okay, there we go. Wow, we have a lot of things. A lot of things to loot. A lot of intestines for Jahan to pick up. Hopefully we can do something with those. Even in the rain, this takes a while, huh? What if we did this? Can we double rain? It looks like we can. I think that made a difference. Good work, Jahan. Either that or it's just timing, and it looks like he made a difference, but it was about to go away anyways. No idea. Okay, let's prioritize resurrecting our dear friend and healing ourselves. Welcome back, Mochi. Hope I didn't just pull you out of heaven. You might have been in the Hall of the Heroes for all I know. Maybe that's heaven. Some mysteries to unravel, huh? How did that combat encounter go? It could have gone a little bit better, but I'm not mad. I think considering there are misclicks and mistakes on my part, that it didn't go so terribly. You just picked up a whole bunch of stuff. You need to give some of that to Bear Daughter to identify. I'm gonna put some of the crafting stuff in your crafting backpack. Is just so that the inventory doesn't get too crazy. Now, did we pick up anything else that needs identifying? I think we also picked up an arrow. Maybe not. All right, Bear Daughter. It's interesting that we found that blue gear, but I felt like the blue gear was a little bit worse than the gear that I found. Another lucky charm. Oh, okay, but also on our boots. And yeah, I like having the bartering skill. All right. It seems like there's an abundance of green items in this game, so we might be able to sell a lot of them. They might not be like worth keeping. +1 perception and unbreakable. Does perception also help Jahan? I mean, this is just a better version of the hat we're wearing. So, on the off chance it helps Jahan, I think we take it. Avatar of Poison skill book. So is that an ability? Avatar of Poison. This is a Geomancer skill. Chance to set Avatar of Poison. Make a target immune to being poisoned. Melee attackers may get poisoned. Interesting. That could be good on that could be good to cast on Dango, right? I feel like Dango often gets poisoned and puts himself in dangerous situations being up in the front. Also the ability to poison melee attackers. Now against zombies, kind of bad actually. Against zombies that's a heal. But more unidentified clothing. Another nail bomb for Mochi. So Mochi was able to actually get their bomb back, the one that they used. That's nice. What are we looking at here? +12 HP. Honestly, nah. +1 leadership and 10 HP is probably better, huh? Did I check this already? Ooh, a frost grenade. That's pretty huge. I wonder if there's an ability where you have a chance of not using your grenade. All right. Enough dilly-dallying. Now, I will say this. We did not encounter any ghosts. So, I suspect we might still have more combat. How's my party doing? Do they feel ready? Or more or less ready? We're all healed up. Alright, let's try this. Oh, wow. Oh, hello. I thought that would take us into another zone or something. Squeak, do you hear that? It sounds like wailing. There aren't ghosts around here, are there? Oh, I don't know. That's what people are telling me. People are saying there's ghosts. Now, I just remembered that last episode we found a trap door and I said that we would investigate it. And then here we are, not investigating it. Lighthouse cellar. Oh my god, there's a guy over here. Samson? Are you a guy? Or are you chill? You're chill. The undead are remarkably chill in this game. What's this? Living eyes that can see the shape of death? Avert your gaze, wanderer, for you are looking upon the phantom of a murderer. Well, that's a good question. Can other people see these ghosts, or are we only able to see them because we're special? Potentially gods. I heard there might be an undead lair here. Do you know anything about that? Skeletons roam the lands, restless as my troubled soul, but you'll not find their lair here. Some scuttle by now and again, but most of the time I reside here in solitude. Solitude and silence. Tell me about yourself. Samson was my name a long time ago. I know not why. Upon my death I became a ghost, doomed to haunt this tower. Perhaps the gods heard of my crime and stripped me of my rightful place in their eternal realm. So heaven exists, heaven is confirmed. If so, their punishment was just. Each night I wake the flame in the lighthouse to repent for my wretched sin. Okay, that's honestly very responsible of you, Samson. I like that you're trying to atone for your sins. Call yourself a murderer, why? That indeed is the tainted title I must bear, and deservedly so. For 15 years ago to the day it was, 15 years ago to the day, it was that I sat atop my lighthouse, the flame unlit, and watched as a pitiable ship crashed upon the cliff and got devoured by greedy waves. Deliberately had I forgone to do my duty. Willfully did I condemn every soul abroad to a salty sleep on the bottom of the indifferent sea. That's psychopathic, Samson. I hope you had a good reason. Why did I commit this act of blackest horror? Jealousy, anger, the bitter anguish of a broken heart. Those are the ancient ills that drove me to madness. Desdemona was on board, as I knew she would be, my wife. The delicate beauty of whom I was sure was betraying me with her friend, the dashing Faladar. So you killed them both? Possessed as I was by the demons of envy, ire, and torment, I decided that if I had her love no longer, only death could take her from his mistress. And so I sat here, coldly and calmly, as I delivered them both onto the deep. Yet no sooner had the waters closed its spuming jaws around the perishable vessel below, that the extent of my offense dawned on my beleaguered mind. Overcome with guilt, I sought escape through the hangman's noose, but rest was not to come. Okay, thanks for trauma dumping. Another betrayed soul, it is weakness that he weeps for her. Her death was deserved. Jahan, you fucking incel, get out of my party. Deserved death. Good for the fine people of Sicil that you're not the keeper of the lighthouse then. What a story that ghost had to tell. Not every day one hears about a lighthouse keeper sinking ships just because his wife proved unfaithful. Oh man, I can't agree with that. Are you kidding me? Yo, hot take. Actually, no, I gotta remember I'm on the internet. Hot take. Women are allowed to cheat a little bit as a treat. Hear me out. Hear me out before you take me to the gallows. Okay. Every single experience that I've ever encountered in real life. We're not talking about the internet. We're not talking about Reddit. I'm talking about the real world. Every single time that I've heard about a woman cheating in real life, it has been because she is in like the worst relationship of all time, which is partially her fault. You know, we have to take a little bit of accountability for staying in things that are unhealthy. But a lot of times it's like someone who's like unhappy and they're just trying to blow up the relationship so that they can move on. So they're doing something that's like unforgivable because they're not strong enough to break up with their partner, or they're just like so checked out. But every time I hear about a guy cheating, it's like the most psychopathic shit I've ever heard in my life. They're like in a happy relationship with a girlfriend that loves them, and they're just like, yeah, I was bored. Yeah, I was attracted to this girl. So that's why I always say women are allowed to cheat a little bit as a treat. But I'm mostly being facetious. Obviously, cheating is really fucked up. But I think if you take the power imbalance of society into account and et cetera, and et cetera, I think that it's a more reasonable crime on one side. Anyways, this might get me canceled. I might lose like 82 subscribers after I say this shit. Yeah, a contemptible man if I ever met one. Well, I don't know if I'd say this. Here's another hot take. People do things that are bad. It doesn't necessarily make them bad people. There are a lot of external factors here. Material conditions, stressors, like how much support and love you have from your community. Like, you know what I mean? Like, someone who doesn't have like a balanced life, when pushed to a triggering point by some kind of event like their partner being unfaithful, can end up doing things that are outside of their character. It doesn't mean, you know, just because this guy did this thing doesn't mean he walked every day on this earth as an evil human being. He just did not have the resources to keep his facilities when something this traumatic happened to him. It broke him. So I don't want to say either of these things. I guess I'm closer to I feel sorry for him. But I wouldn't even... Here's my take. No one is bad. No one is bad in this situation. These are just two humans who are unhealed and are not being their best selves. Sorry, the man killed who knows how many innocents for the sake of a sick bout of jealousy. He's a monster. Let's disagree. Let's agree to disagree. it's a nuanced subject. Let me know in your comments, how do you feel about infidelity? Obviously, it's really fucked up. I'm also speaking from a place where I haven't had it happen to me. So for all I know, you know, if I was in a loving marriage for 20 years and then my partner cheated on me, maybe all that enlightened thinking would fucking vanish immediately. And I'd be like, I'm gonna sink the boat that she's on. It's easy to say one thing, and then it's easy to actually harder to do that thing in practice. This weapon is interesting because even though it has less potential damage, it has better lowest damage. You know what I mean? Something to think about. Plus 4 HP isn't a whole lot anyways, right? Another nail bomb. Another nail bomb. I have now added to my digital footprint a clip of me saying that it's okay for women to cheat. Damn, I'm so stupid. Ooh, summon Earth Elemental. I feel like if we could build a character to have summoning skills, that could really help in combat. Just have one more body that takes hits. Oh wait, I should always open things with Mochi because they have the lucky skill. I don't think we need another identifying glass. Wait, there's a glass ruby down there. All right, well, we solved one quest in a way. We went and we found out what happened to the Legionaries. We have freed the Legionaries of their duty. They're free to return as long as they can make it home without getting iced by a ghoul. Let's go talk to them. All in all, pretty, like, decent. I think that was supposed to be a boss. I mean, he had the special tag around his name. Unless that tag just meant that he was linked to the ward. I don't know. But he felt boss-like. How did it go? Don't spare any details. We need to make a full report to the lieutenant. Now that's an interesting story. Clean the grit from your ears and I'll tell you all about it. Or if you want to reap your reward, you can risk the trip yourself. I'm not an asshole. Indeed, now there's a story worthy of an audience. Let me get this straight. There's a ghost inside operating the lighthouse, and you managed to do away with the bad beasties at the base of the thing. Sounds like a job well done. I'm sure Selena will be thrilled to hear that we did it. Another triumph for Legion Daring Dudes. This doesn't buy us a ticket home, nothing will. Look, how do I feel about them stealing my accomplishment? Honestly, I don't feel that bad. I don't think it takes away from us at all. Like we're not staking our ego or staking how we feel about ourselves based on the fact that we completed a Legionnaire mission. We have much bigger stakes at hand. We might be gods. We're trying to stop this undead scourge. We're trying to stop the sorcerers. We're trying to maybe save the universe. So these Legionnaires stealing some credit from us, who cares? Let's be honest. All right. I promised last time that we would delve into here. Let's check it out. If it's a big area or combat encounter, I might have to end the episode, but nope, it's just a regular basement with supplies. That's awesome. We're gonna need them. What is this? A guitar? Can you play music in this game? That'd be cool. You can in Baldur's Gate, right? A minor strength potion. Mango could use that. You know, I should be a little bit more careful. These basements, this basement looks incredibly friendly. We've also seen areas that are... Have I read Fun with Fluids 3? Fun with Fluids 2, Fun with Fluids 4. Wait a sec. I haven't read Fun with Fluids 3. I do want to sell all the books, but I shouldn't. And let's just read it on the spot instead of saving it. Someone said that once you read a recipe book, you're pretty much good to sell it. Potions don't merely make you strong or your foes weak. They can also, if crafted wisely, protect you from the elements. Water resistance potion. All right. And we got the crippling blow skill book. Now, that sounds like something that I might be able to learn, huh? An adept skill. Does crushing weapons and does the crippling status. Crippling status has a negative impact on the target's movement and action point recovery. Okay. I mean, that can be good, especially against like a boss who has too many turns. Secrets of the Scroll Volume 5. There we go. Let's read this. A fish can't live in the sky, and a magic spell can't live on mundane paper. Enchant paper with pixie dust to make a setting suitable for the magic that will flow through you. Once you've set magical quill to magical paper, allow the spirits to guide you. Surprise is magic's most endearing element after all. A blank witchcraft scroll. I mean, let's take this just so we can sell it. An empty bottle, huh? What is this? Wait, no. I need Mochi to be opening this kind of stuff. Unidentified copper ring. Let's take the empty bottle. I'm like an empty bottle. Anyone know that song? Well, how does it go? I'm like an empty bottle. Out of everything in my life or something like that. Should we open this? That seems a little sketchy. But is this locked? No, it's not locked. Mochi, open it. Find something useful. Look, we can sell plate armor, so I don't mind taking it. A water resistance potion. Sure. Alright, what's in here? We've been desecrating corpses this whole time. Let's not stop now. Oh, wow, we can maybe move this if we had more strength. We did just find 2 potions of strength, though. Maybe that's what... Maybe the game is trying to tell us. Sorry, we found 2 potions of strength. Yes. I'm going to take it because I feel like this is what the game is encouraging us to do. Oh. Hello, folks. Having a bully day? I'm having a bully day. Pushing, pulling, lifting. Look at them muscles, huh? Just like my days at the fair. Cool. We have disturbed this guy from his slumber. Oh, but he seems pretty chill about it. Hey, are you selling anything? You are. But not really anything that I need, huh? Another wolf scroll. Artfly scroll. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? I used to sail the 7 seas with the best of them. Better than the best of them, but found my true calling at the county fair. The strongest man in size seal I was, and they billed me as such. What do you mean your days at the fair? Now those were swell times. How many people marveled at my feats of strength? Boy, was I the cat's pajamas back then. Anyone could go up against me in a grand old bare-knuckle jamboree, but did they ever best me? Baloney. So you like to fight. Now, I'm not a violent guy, don't get me wrong, make no mistake. But you know, there's no harm in a little roughhousing now and again, putting on a show for a roaring crowd. Plenty challenged me in those days, but none managed to best me. Uh-oh. Nobody, eh? I bet I could best you myself. Grawny against Brawny? Could have been a nice title. Fight at the fair? Here are the rules, hotshot. I'm going to summon an item, something only Snorri himself could smash. And if you could manage to break it in 23 seconds, you've won the challenge. Don't go getting any pie in the sky hopes though, Pally. This will be nothing to sneeze at. Well, okay, how long does my potion last? Okay. How many seconds did he say we had? Can't pause the game to take a potion, huh? Did you say 30 seconds? We might have it. I don't think our potion is still on. I don't know. Well, you bested me indeed. Think I'll give you this piece old 23 skidoo and find a worthy opponent in the Hall of Echoes. Sayonara. You have damaged our weapon. Oh, what the hell? Okay, look, we were able to do it. We damaged our weapon. Now, I don't actually know how you repair weapons in this game. We might have to go back to the blacksmith forge. Let's open this with Mochi. Mochi has leveled up. Well, now we have a problem because... Could put... Wait a sec. That's Bear Daughter. Bear Door has leveled up. Bear Daughter has leveled up. Could put another Poe in bow, right? What is this? What is a Tenebrium weapon? What the hell? Boost damage by 20%. I have 2 available points. I mean, I feel like it'd be good, right? Just to have more, 10% more damage. Wait a sec, that costs 2 ability points? This costs 1. So, wait a sec. Would I be able to upgrade expert marksmanship if I had more ability points? Is that how it works? It's not about like being a certain level, it's just about storing them. That's very interesting. All right. It's given us a lot to consider. Ooh, this could be huge. It's funny because I saved those skill points earlier, and I was kind of thinking in this episode, like, oh, maybe that was a mistake. Now I'm like, there's no harm in saving them. +2 initiative is crazy. Okay. Who do I want to have the most initiative in combat? Maybe Jihad? Or maybe Mochi, so that I can like remove myself from dangerous AoEs and then let the rest of my characters take over? I'm gonna think about that. I know I say that a lot. I'm gonna think about that, and you're like, Mochi, I know you're not thinking in there. +1 to Lore Master. I feel like I have to give this to Bear Daughter. And just kind of go all in on Lore Master. It also means that they'll be able to identify enemies and tell a lot of things about them. Now, before we do any more adventuring, I want to double back. And I want to see if I can fix my weapon, because I'm happy with my weapon. I do have that other weapon that we picked up. One that has a higher... What would I call it? Higher minimum damage, slightly lower maximum damage. However, the thing that it's missing is +7 HP. Now, +7 HP is not huge. So you know what? I've just convinced myself. +7 HP is not huge. I think that we upgrade to this weapon, and we'll have a more consistent damage output. Yeah. Cool. All right. What a successful episode. We have, in fact... Ooh, what is this? Strange cave, but that looks to be on the beach. We have investigated the lighthouse for the Legionaries, and we have found a man who was haunted by his crimes, but no source of the undead, which is kind of what I expected. They said there's one to the east, one to the north, one to the west, and I was saying that I imagine... Sorry, I just got my compasses backwards. One to the west, one to the north, and one to the east. They said that the west was the easiest zone, the north was harder, and the east was the hardest, so I imagine... As we rotate around Cyseal, we will discover the source of the undead. I think next episode, we will go check out Evelyn's secret lair. And maybe find out a little bit more details about what exactly is going on here with the source. But for next time, I hope you guys take care of yourself. I hope you're enjoying the start of the new year. Peace.